Hi, everyone. So we've come to the end of day 2. Covered a lot of topics today. If I just look at the program and share my screen, we started off obviously with the policy and standards session that was as popular as ever, with multiple questions covering a variety of different stakeholders. And I think a message is that regardless of who wins the election, ultimately times are going to get tougher for high GWP and medium GWP and even low GWP if they're over 150 refrigerants. Because if we're serious about handling and dealing with the climate challenge that we have, and cooling obviously has a role to play in that, 150 a few years from now is going to be too high. So that is an important message that I would take away from that. And then there are more and more bodies now getting involved in delivering standards for CO2 and hydrocarbons, and more actors around that space, which is great. And there are challenges still, and there always will be, but I guess I would take that as a positive. Then obviously we had the industrial end users, a variety of different systems and refrigerants being used. And what's positive here is that things are still happening despite the pandemic. And looking forward, you've got competition between different natural refrigerants, which is a healthy thing to have, and different players. So that's good. That will drive down prices, and that will give more options for end users, which is what everyone wants. Then we have some examples of utilities and then what projects they've been working on, and some incentives that are out there. It's still very limited, and clearly from the polling, there's a real need for that. But there seems to be a lack of political will, I would argue, at a more state level, at least US level, for that, which is a shame, but maybe that will change. On the industrial refrigeration part, we just had a great panel now, 3 different speakers, again, different perspectives. Good to see that both CO2 and low charge package systems are taking off for industrial, so there's a healthy competition there, and that's great that we have that in the US. Now, question for you all, and please vote. Here in my session, you will see there polling. So far, we've had 2 votes. Our question is, have you enjoyed the online experience this year at ATMO America? Clearly, it's not as good as a physical thing, right? I think we all agree on that one. But can you at least vote and say whether you've liked this online experience or not, if that's at least something that you've gained value out of and made some connections and learned some stuff over the last couple of days? So please take the time to vote on that one. Then final comment is regarding day 3, because one of the advantages of doing an online event is that you can add additional days, additional themes, and this year we absolutely wanted to have a Latin American element to this conference. And so we're very excited to have a day 3 dedicated to that, to the Latin American region, from Mexico right down to Argentina and Chile. It will be chaired by Pilar, the business development manager of shecco. Many of you know her, and it's a full day of presentations. You're going to have a great policy session with different speakers from Colombia, Costa Rica, and Chile. And then you're going to have a kind of like a training on how to build up capacity and knowledge in that region around natural refrigerants. Again, a variety of great speakers, with also a session on cooling as a service, which is a clear business, clear opportunity to bring cooling tech, the best natural refrigerant tech to new markets, especially developing countries that have a capex issue in many cases. So this is a great a business model approach that could really make huge inroads. And then there will be a session on end users, different perspectives of what different natural refrigerants they're using and so forth in Latin American region. And then we will have a general case study session for commercial and industrial refrigeration. All of this will be in Spanish, but many of you have colleagues that speak Spanish, so it shouldn't be a problem. And we expect a lot of people to attend this session as well. So thank you again for joining us for the North American part of Atmosphere America. That's now done. We've done 9 events now, 8 physical, 1 online. Next year, we are planning to do another physical event, just to be clear. We will have a hybrid element to that, I believe, going forward as well. And we're very happy with this platform. Please let us know if you agree. And then looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Go natural refrigerants, go nat refs. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.